Look, I know luck tends to balance itself out over a season or an Olympic cycle, but what a day to have the wind so gusty. One of the last chances to qualify for the Olympics.
Yeah, this field is notorious for changing conditions, and like I say, we're not far from the coast at all. The wind can be in one direction in the morning, a different direction in the afternoon. It swirls, it moves around, so yeah, it's really key. But these two archers here know this field very well, and they'll know what factors to look out for, which flags are going to be important to them.
They certainly do. It is time for quarterfinal number 3, and it's an all Turkish lineup.
On target number 1, representing Turkey, Gulnaz Coskun. On target number 2, representing Turkey, Yasemin Anagoz. The line judge of this match is Shaba Paul. Target 1 shoots first.
Yasa başarılar.
So here we go. Target number 1 sees Gulnaz Coskun of Turkey, 21 years old, ranked 34th in the world. She'll shoot first, and she's up against a higher ranked teammate, number 15, Yasemin Anagoz, who's just a year older at 22. Now, I can tell you about this is not only do we know that Turkey will have definitely confirmed a place, because these two will face each other and one of them will go through to the semi-finals. We have been told that this is a straight shoot-off for that Olympic berth, and it will be Gulnaz Coskun who will shoot first.
6.
Solda 6. Biraz al. Senden miydi? Tamam. Biraz al, bir de sağa bakalım.
Perhaps a little quick from Coskun in the first arrow.
Yeah, she just didn't look too happy, too confident with that, did she? So she's just got to settle down here and, you know, fight those nerves. Of course you're going to be nervous. This is the pinnacle of archery, the place where you want to get to, the Olympic Games. So, you know, it's natural to be nervous.
Quick shooting from Yasemin Anagoz.
10.
I haven't had the best tournament here in Antalya on home soil. And let's not forget, we can't really judge these athletes. We've only really seen them over the last 6 to 8 weeks after the 14-15 month hiatus. A good finish from Coskun, but a 23 surely isn't enough for her to take any points in this set. Oh, well, finishes with a 6 from Anagoz, but gets to 24, just enough to steal the set points. Not overly convincing from either archer.
So we have
No, it's not going to help your confidence. A 6 there as your last arrow either, so she didn't need that. She wanted to keep the confidence up, keep them in the middle. It's going to just cast a little doubt in her mind maybe of how she's shooting right now, but you know, lots of deep breaths from both of them, just trying to calm those nerves, just shoot them, you know, the way that they do normally.
Yeah, contrasting from Gulnaz Coskun, who shot a 10 to finish, a very solid arrow, her final arrow. But didn't get the set points. Just narrowly missed out on the set points.
You can see the archers chatting away there with their coaches. You know, the coach behind you is really important. What you're talking about now, you know, that can really affect your performance. So, you know, hopefully they've worked with these coaches a lot, the two of them. Sometimes it's interesting when a team comes out against each other, you might not get the coach that you normally work with. You know,
I was just about to say that, but here it's so important because Turkey have said, you have to win this now. It's between the two of you. Whoever wins it is going to the Olympics.
Yeah, so you can see that coach on the left there has got probably a notepad or something there, probably just noting down where the arrows are falling as well. So that's good information they can give back to the archer. They can't always see exactly where the arrows are going, so they often the coach behind will plot them and give them an idea of the general, you know, group is going high or slightly low left or whatever. So just to give them that help as well.
Yeah, shooting 70 metres, I can tell you, I struggle to see the arrows down in the target face. And the archers are thinking about all sorts of other things, including, you know, what they might have on the in-flight meal to Tokyo. I imagine trying to see where the arrows pattern is going to be difficult. Coskun trailing. Goes high into the 8 ring there. Anagoz looking, well, she's certainly putting a good mask on here. She looks relatively relaxed.
You can see her Olympic rings on her forearm there.
9.
Many archers do that once they've attended Olympics. That badge of honour tattooed onto them.
Yeah, just 22. So we already have one in the bag. It's not bad.
9.
Longer hold, see a little bit of movement at the bow.
9.
Probably good enough to keep it in the gold.
Coskun needs a good arrow here. I'd almost suggest a 10 is going to be the bare minimum she's going to require to put Anagoz under pressure.
7.
That is not what she was looking for. A 24 to finish, so it's a really massive opportunity now for Anagoz. Just composing herself there before a setup.
Yeah, she was really taking a bit of time. Sometimes archers let the clock run down, puts a bit of pressure on them to shoot the arrow.
26 is enough. A better final arrow from Anagoz. Scores not startling, you have to say, but more importantly, Anagoz, well, certainly from her side of the shooting line, is 4 set points to 0 up. I'm still not 100% convinced by her at the moment. World number 15 is usually a little bit more composed and shoots some higher scores. But something special about this match, isn't there?
There's so much on the line here. You know, this is your Olympic quota spot that, you know, that doesn't really get more pressure than this. And I just wonder how many times these two archers have shot against each other, how well they know each other. You know, they probably know who really is the better archer between the two of them, and who's on form right now. They probably know how they've shot, you know, through the last few weeks together, and you know, that's an interesting dynamic as well. And you've got to put all of that out of your mind. You just got to focus on yourself here, be in the present, be in this arrow that you're shooting right now. You know, the sets that have gone before don't matter. You know, it's 4-0, but anything can happen. You can come back. You can come back and win. So, you know, this set is vital.
Certainly is. Yasemin Anagoz 4 set points to 0 up here in quarterfinal number 3 of this continental qualification tournament. It's an all-Turkish affair, and again it'll be Gulnaz Coskun who will shoot first.
Devamlı gelsin sağ taraf.
10.
T.
Kicks.
There was a huge deep breath of composure, and it definitely worked. Another long hold. Slight movement just before the shot went. I wonder if that's why. Just pushed it out into the 8.
Gelsin sağ taraf.
You can see the clicker there, the blade at the end, the bright red plastic on the clicker.
9 solda.
9.
Much better. Really keeping herself in the match now. She's got to get some points on the board. You know, she doesn't want to lose 6 now.
10.
Good recovery arrow there from Anagoz.
Ortaya bakabilirsin. Üçlü gelsin sağ taraf. 9.
9.
So Anagoz needs a 10 here to draw level on the points here in this set.
Tie the set. It's a
Gone high and into the 8, so a 26 again from Anagoz up against a 28 from Coskun, and Coskun is on the board 4-2. Isn't it interesting that every quarterfinal one of the archers has gone 4-0 up, and then the other archer has pegged them back in both of the quarterfinals we've had already?
Yeah, I think sometimes you can get to 4-0 and I think that archer then can just see the finish line almost, and sometimes that's detrimental, obviously. But it's really important the archer stays in the present. They're not thinking about the future, not thinking about winning the match or what's going to happen next. They've just got to stay with that moment they're in. So yeah, we quite often see 4-0 up and then they lose the next one. But also, I suppose it's a law of averages. How many can you win in a row?
Yeah, it's interesting that we haven't seen that level of consistency. Interesting, not surprising, because of the pressure, the added pressure of this particular tournament. And as I said, it's tied in with the European Championships, and Turkey really haven't done that well in that competition. More of that coming later on this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, as always. But today is all about qualification for the Tokyo Olympic Games, and Gulnaz Coskun has got herself back into this match against her teammate.
Temiz bitir. 9 aşağıda.
10.
Really quick shooting from Yasemin, so that can sometimes put the pressure back on the opponent as well, because you only get 20 seconds per arrow. So if you shoot very quickly, your opponent then has to shoot again without much of a rest.
Yüksek gelsin. Bu da aşağıda.
9.
9.
Side grouping from Coskun.
8.
So all square. Deep breath from Coskun. She wants the 10 to put all the pressure on Anagoz. A 9, a 27, and actually that is more than Anagoz has scored in any of the previous sets. But a 10 here will not only take her to the win in this match, but it will also book her a place on the shooting line in Tokyo. Oh, she's got over into the 8 by the looks of things. It's going for a measure. This is a critical measure as well. At the moment, the points for that set go to Coskun, but if that 8 is marked up to a 9, we'll all be square on points in this set, and it will be 5-2 rather, sorry, 5-3 rather than 4-4.
That's right, yeah, that last arrow, I think you just see a little bit of what I'd call a little bit of soft arrow. So instead of keeping the pressure on and seeing that beautiful follow through, there's that slight movement again where the arm sort of went inward almost, so that sort of pushed it over to the right. You might be able to see it on the replay.
5-3 lead for Yasemin
It's going to be
Anagoz.
crucial to see what it is.
Gulnaz Coskun is still in the run and has to win the next set to force Yasemin Anagoz to a shoot-off. A tight score in the next set is enough for Yasemin to win the match.
So it sounds from the stadium announcer that the points were shared and Anagoz's arrow was marked up. So when we get the score caption back up, we'll see 5-3. It does mean Anagoz just has to match Coskun in this 5th set.
Yüksek gelsin. Devam et. Temiz bitir. 10
9.
yazı. Solda.
Wow, it was a good start from Coskun, but Anagoz again shooting very quickly, Nikki.
Yeah, I think those faster shots are much better. She's feeling more confident, and resulting in better 9s and 10s for her. Longer hold. You just see the pressure. Still kept it in the gold though, that was really important. She had to keep the pressure there.
Bit of a longer hold this time from Anagoz. Another 10. I wonder what's going through Gulnaz Coskun's mind here.
Devam etsin dirsek. Temiz bırakışı yap.
Got to keep her composure and put some pressure on with another 10.
Long hold, but wow, straight in the 10. What, she couldn't have asked for more. That was exactly what she needed, but felt the pressure all the way through.
Well, an 8 to draw level on points and take the win. She gets a 9. Yasemin Anagoz has taken this 5th set, 29 points to 28. It was her best shooting of the entire match, winning it 7-3, but more importantly, booking her place at the Tokyo Olympic Games. It will be her 2nd Olympic Games, having competed in Rio in 2016 at the age of just 17 years old. Finishing 17th, Anagoz has got a chance to go to Tokyo and do a little bit better. Great performance from her in the end. It wasn't convincing at the beginning, but she made it across the line.
It's just such high pressure here. You know, this really is the pinnacle of the sport. To get to those games, it means everything to these archers. So the pressure and the stakes could not be higher. I think that's why we're seeing some scores that are not so good, but also the win factor as well here. Turkey, always breezy and a difficult field to shoot on. So, you know, she did enough to come away with the win.